Hey, really excited to talk, Eddie. So let's just jump in, mate. Just to introduce yourself and what you guys do, where you're based, and what the team looks like.
Okay, well, I'm Eddie, and this is the main brains of the operation over
Yeah,
here.
that's Kathy.
Um, we're from Auckland, and we run a waterproofing company, Superior Waterproofing. We waterproof decks, roofs, under concrete slabs, retaining walls, bathrooms, water tanks, internal gutters. We also provide routine maintenance programs, which I've just sort of gotten that off the ground, and we cover residential and commercial stuff. Yeah, and that's about us. We've got a team of about 8. There's 2 in the office, Kathy and another girl, and 5 guys on the tools, and myself.
Perfect. So, Eddie, give us the story on what life was like before you really started working on the business.
What life was like before I started working on the business was a shambles, really. I was pretty good at hiring Johnny on the spot, and we were getting the work done, but it was just a mess. I had no systems in place to organise or how to manage a team. Didn't know if I was making profit on my jobs. I thought I was. Just went with the flow and did my best each day to just make things happen. It was just really time consuming, and my whole world was just filled with get up, go to work, come back, eat, go to sleep, and then get up and do it all over again. And it just felt like I was just gonna be never ending like that. Just felt like a little hamster in a wheel. Yeah.
So, Eddie, I've read what you sent through to Joe, and it's really it's actually quite moving, mate. Like, it was pretty stressful too for you guys personally as well, wasn't it?
Yes, it has been. Yes, that's definitely for sure. I keep just wanting to be a good provider for my family and Kathy. My focus is always just on doing my best I can to run a business. My time was too much. My focus was too much on trying to run a business and not enough focus on my family. And that really sort of distanced me a little bit from my family because I just wasn't as engaged as I should be. I kind of was, not really there as a partner or a father, really, as I could be. So
not because you didn't want to.
No, I just thought that the best bet was for me to just be a good provider, but realizing that what's most important is my family at the end of the day, because even if I got no business, whatever happens at the moment, well, I've got my family, and that's what I need.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
So just tell us, team, what are the biggest changes that you've made?
The biggest changes that we have made have just been all across the board, really. So since I started with the Profitable Tradie, from the team that I had back about 3 years ago, I've only got out of I think we had 6 or 7 or maybe even 8. I've only got one team member left of that crew. Since I implemented these systems of just doing a vetting process to hiring people, having like rules of the game and code of conduct, it's really helped me to just engage with the team as to how we operate, and then having a meeting with team members. When we have an issue, I'm not being personal about it. I'm just referring back to my rules of the game and how we operate, and that this is what's required in each individual's role for us to function properly as a business. And so it's made that process a lot easier to talk to staff, and implementing sort of good KPIs and implementing good KPIs and monitoring that with a score process. It's been really good for uplifting productivity with my team. And it's just far easier to manage my team now. And it's just made life just a lot more simple.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. So, and you've made a bunch of changes with your numbers too, mate, because I think, I can remember you saying to me a while ago that, it was challenging for you to get your head around your numbers. Just tell us about what you've done there, because you've really stuck at it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. I realised that with my jobs that I wasn't actually looking at sort of, a profit margin, really. And so we've been on Fergus now for about 3 to 4 years now. And I realised sort of now, I quite understand, well, I think I understand it quite well now, just the functionality of how we can look at those numbers. And so now when I'm pricing, I've got a good idea about sort of, because I've got favourites and stuff like that now. I realise that we need to be sort of hitting between 40 and 50% margin, and that's what I've been aiming for all of this year. And then back costing those jobs, and where we have had, where it's gone sort of south, I've been able to look back and see what the problem was, whether it was either me or the team. And so it's made me sharpen up on my pricing, and it's also made it easier for me to sort of talk to the team about, how it sort of went wrong, whether it was them or it could have been held up on site by the builder or something like that. And we have been consistently hitting our margin on, I would say, more than 90% of our jobs, compared to a few years ago where, I don't even know where it was at, really. And so that's created a lot more profit. And so this year, this is the first Christmas I've ever been able to get through and pay all of my bills and still have money left over to continue without stressing out too much. Compared to last year, I thought we were going to history, really. Things just went south badly, and I took on a big commercial job, and it got delayed, and I'd hired 2 new people, and I was like, shit. And then I didn't have the work for them because it was delayed for a few months, and I was just like, I just really didn't, I just wasn't sure what I could do. But I was just glad to be able to reach out to you, Tony, and even though I'm not the greatest at getting back to people when it comes to these things, but I kind of subconsciously take these things on, and I actually work away at them in the background, and I can see how all of these things come together to fruition, and that's what we've got now. So compared to last year, I made, I don't even want to say how much profit I made, but compared to this year, it's just a completely different world. I've even got approval from the bank to buy a house. And that's like a major hurdle for me that I've always wanted to achieve.
That's saying something when you're buying in Auckland.
Not that it'll get you a hell of a lot, but
hey.
Yeah, it's a
start.
So
love it. So good. What's been the results, other results for you? You've talked about financial, but just in general for lifestyle and your own feeling about where you're at.
Well, feeling about where I'm at, I've got things to work on still, of course. I've got plenty of time to work on those things that I've always wanted to put in place, which is good. I'm looking forward to doing all of that. I've got to say that, just looking back to when I first started, and I had wasn't charging a call out fee, had no scripts in place, running around doing a lot of unnecessary work. And now that we've implemented call out fees, I get to deal with, and having a sales script, I get to deal with customers that actually want to spend money. And, I feel like when I go over there, I'm doing what I actually enjoy. I like talking to people, and I like sort of selling them a process and coming up with a solution. And, and I feel good about going over there to do that, not just talking my ears off, and I'm spending, 2 hours or 2.5 hours sorting out a job for them and getting home and they don't even call me back. It's just, I think, well, yeah, life right now is just, it just feels just the whole, it just feels like a completely different world compared to last year and where I've been in the past.
So a lot of respect, mate, because I know that you've worked away at this, both of you, for a period of time, and I think at times you felt a little bit disheartened, but you've stuck at it, which for me is just fantastic, and I just want to say well done for that. What I'd love to do, just to finish up, is what do you think are the key mindset shifts or changes in the way you look at things that you've had to make that have allowed you to progress?
Most importantly for me, and what I try and relay to the team as well, is just above and below the line thinking, taking responsibility for yourself and your actions, owning up to your mistakes, and just taking control of your process and what you need to do, and being responsible for yourself, really, and not blaming anybody or anything, just taking responsibility, and that just gives me motivation, and I think it's motivated my team to also think the same way, and that's just been huge for us. We dropped off those 2 people where we had a couple people just before Christmas that we let go of, and with the team that I've got now, still the 5 guys on the tools, we're still making the same turnover but more profit. And letting go of those 2 people, they were, they were pricks really, and it just changed the culture in our team.
I love that, mate.
Stick to what I say, following them up with the process.
Yeah. Yes. So you lead and they'll follow, which is brilliant. I love the below the line and above the line. That's massive. Huge congrats to you guys. Super proud of the work you've done.
This lady here.
Yeah. She's like the silent assassin in the background. I love it.
Yes.
So if anyone has, I've probably got time for a couple of quick questions. If you have a question, just put question and we can unmute you.
Got a quick question here, Tony, from a little bit further up. When did you guys join PT?
2000. I was just looking at that. July 2017.
Nice.
I'm a slow learner, so it takes a while for me to things to kick in. I used to look at Kathy and to help me sort things out, but we've been there for a while, but it's just really coming to fruition now.
So the thing I love, Eddie, is the person I'm talking to now is a completely different business person than the person we were talking to back then.
You're welcome.
The confidence and the ability to talk about your business has just completely changed, and it's brilliant. Well done.
Thanks. I just got to say, I've appreciated being a PT member, and thank you very much, Tony. Thank you to all the team that are in the Profitable Tradie.
This is what we love.
I can't be more. I'm just so grateful that we've been able to have the coaching to be able to guide us to where we're at now. I'm just very grateful. Thank you very much.
Not at all.
It's a pleasure working with you, mate.
Yeah. One more question.
So we've got another question down here. Why has the one original staff member remained with you, and why did the rest not make the cut?
Well, I think it's because when I hired these guys, I didn't really have any rules in place. I didn't really have any sort of guidelines. It was just sort of like, hey, you do that. Why haven't you done this properly? And when I brought in the sort of rules and, GPS tracking on the vehicles and making everybody accountable, these guys were quite argumentative towards it. And the guy that we've got left, he sort of had that attitude, but, he's learnt to just adapt. and he's actually my number one guy now. You know, we've still got a bit of work in progress there, but I can depend on him. He does a great job, and you know, going through that process of just following the rules was a bit too difficult for the rest of the team, so they had to go.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Cut the fat, cut the dead wood. Hey, well done, team. Let's show some love to Eddie and Kathy. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Tony from Profitable Tradie here. Now, good on you for watching this training video. I know it'll be helpful for you to improve the results you're getting in your trades business. You're here because you're interested in getting better results from your business. Now, whether that means making more profit or freeing up time or improving your systems so that the business is less reliant on you. Now, our free resources, they'll certainly help with this. But if you want to make changes faster, look, I invite you to have a game plan session with us. Now, what we'll do on that call is we'll dig deep into how you could apply our proven $1 Million Tradie system to get the results that you want from your business even quicker. Now, on that session, we'll do 3 things. Now, first, we'll get a clear picture on what you want your business to look like and your life when business is running at full potential. Now, the clearer picture we have on what you want, the easier it is for us to build you a plan to actually get you there. Second, we'll look at how things are going right now. Now, we'll look deep into your pricing and your financials, your systems, your marketing, and your team performance. So we know what's working for you now and what's not working, and what you've tried in the past as well. Third, we'll identify the roadblocks that are holding you back, and we'll create you a step-by-step game plan with specific strategies that you need to implement, and in what order, as I know where to start, it's actually often the hardest part. Now, you'll leave feeling clear, confident, and excited about taking your business to the next level. So take a moment right now and click on the link on the page. Now, it'll take you to a form where you can tell us a little bit about your situation, and then you can choose a time that suits to create your game plan session. Now, the game plan session, it's free, and we're happy to help. Now, you might be thinking, why would we do this for free? It's really simple. We know that for a certain percentage of you, you'll be interested in working with us to help you implement the plan that we map out. Now, if that's not you, no problem at all. You'll walk away with a real plan to do this on your own. But the only way to get the plan is to complete the form and choose a time that suits for us to create your game plan. Now, there is one small catch. Our $1 Million Tradie system works best for a certain type of person. Now, you need to own a trade business. That's a plumbing or electrical or painting or glazing or tiling or landscaping or similar trade business. Unfortunately, this is not for builders, so if you're a builder, this is not for you. You also need to have been in business for at least a year and have an established business, and you need to be turning over at least $40,000, anywhere up to $400,000 or $500,000 a month. And you have to have a can-do attitude. Now, if you meet these criteria, click the link on the page now. Now, we're looking forward to meeting you and seeing how our $1 Million Tradie system can help your business go to the next level.